Hiya, peeps. Oh, wow, and Skype is the musical cue for my entrance here. Good news, I have a backlog right now, so by the time I'm done making the videos I'm making tonight, because I'm probably going to make a few, I'll probably wind up posting like 3, maybe 4 tonight, because I don't work until 6 o'clock tomorrow, and it's almost midnight now, and I've got a cup of coffee next to me. Trusty old cup of coffee. If you ever wonder what it is I'm drinking, it's nothing special. We have a Keurig, greatest invention ever. This is the Donut House. I think it's by New England Coffee, with a generous helping of International Delight Almond Joy flavored creamer. I drink my coffee just straight up with creamer in it. I've been slowly easing away from too much creamer, because the coffee itself that I'm drinking has a great flavor. It may be light roast, but And seriously, get a Keurig. If you can afford it, get a Keurig. It takes 0.2 seconds to make a cup of coffee, which is kind of bad for me because that means all I drink is coffee now, and I think I'm starting to suffer the effects of caffeine-related dehydration, but I feel fine. I'm just a little dry. So, Skype, please. Thank you. Okay. So I thought that this was going to be a long walk around. I had somebody peek for me and not tell me any details, but they just said it was a lot of talking. So I'll just examine everything and then toss to Navita. Examine Robopile, a gratifying heap of soundly thrashed robots. Robotics. Standing near this pile stirs powerful emotions. Don't you mean strong emotions? The closer you stand to piles of stuff, the more freely the feelings flow. It is a law of reality. Get a little bit of music up in here, which Nipita is grooving to. Drink milk? Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. How come it doesn't have the X? How come it's not fiddlesticks? Open chest. You got a fresh towel! Yay. Let's drink some more milk. Examine broken bow. Archery is so hard when you're this strong. Examine teapot. Cameo meal. It smells so good. Aw, they drink tea with milk in it together, don't they? I like this theme. Pearl Grey. This has been steeping for way too long, so it is undoubtedly very strong. Just the way Echius likes it. Oh, so if I leave some milk out, I maybe get to drink some milk as Nipita, so I'm not going to drink all the milk. You got a heap of fresh towels. Legend tells of muscle beasts once roaming the cosmos that were so enormous they could destroy entire planets with but a twitch of any anatomical feature. Are the legends true? You hope so. What about that teapot? I guess he's too close to the fine art. You got emergency backup absorbency unit. Wiping yourself down with a towel? Or wiping yourself down with some posters. Okay, this is no time to retire. Go after the clown. Yep. Let's talk to Nipita. Talk about Aradia? A ferocious and concerned meowrail suddenly approaches out of some wild shrubberies. I regard the ferocious meowrail stoically. I mean, I greet Miss Leon without issuing a statement of action in the first person. Miss Leon ponders over whether Mr. Zahak is still feeling blue over his departed robo-sweetheart and needs more cheering up. Mr. Zahak, I, will probably be feeling blue about that for some time, yes. But he is, darn it, I am, exceptionally strong and will cope with it admirably. Even though she didn't even say goodbye for some reason. Aww. We can always curl up in the pile again to talk about feelings. Nipita, for goodness sakes, a man can only discuss feelings for so much time. How long have we already spent in the robotics pile? I believe it was at least an hour. We examined my emotional state until we were both blue in the face. Well, she would be green in the face. It's 12. What? Blue, 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 blue. I just love how you say that word. I know. Talk about Gansey? Nepeta, I think it would behoove us to address the extreme danger in a serious manner. You mean about Gansey? I'm still not sure if I can believe it. That's because you still refuse to look upon our bloodlines as deciding behavioral factors they are. Behavioral? Behavioral. Sorry, my heart is galloping and I can't enunciate properly. The horse case scenario is upon us. His is the richest and most noble blood possible among the high land dwellers. As such, he is prone to being more violent and unpredictable than any of us. Not everyone has been as lucky as I am in the domain of more allegiance. I utter to think what I might be without you, Nepeta. Utter? Shudder. Oh, that's so sweet, Aqueous. You know I will always be ready to tackle pounce you when you start getting especially furious. Yes, which is among the reasons why I must make your protection a high priority. Meowrails. The two of them. The High Blood has joined a stable of those who are becoming increasingly volatile and murderous as we remain stranded in this laboratory. I command you to steer clear of them. Do you understand? Did you mean steer in the livestock sense? Yes. Well, if you're referring to Whiskers, I was already plenty scared of her. And if you're talking about Mr. Ampura, he has always given me the creeps anyway, so there is nothing to fret over. Excellent. I would still prefer you prefer. Hide? Where? Behind that gate. Gate? You mean gates? What gate? What are you talking about? I mean that door over there, you gosh darn silly face. Oh. Okay. Okay. I guess he's gonna go seek the High Blood. I might need to back up a moment. Choco. Is there something I didn't look at, exactly? Okay. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I didn't do. I'm assuming I did everything else that needed to be done. There's a lot of stuff in here, jeez. Yeah, I want to say that's everything. This piece is simply called Edward. It is so beautiful. Like Mr. Ed? Or wasn't the horse from freaking Equus named something like that? Okay. There's the stuff I missed. Be Nepeta. I will now seek the High Blood, Nepeta. I command you to go hide, as we discussed. Sure. But there are lots of nuts on the loose out there, so don't stick your neck out and take any big frisks. I will exact caution, even when safety looks to be 100% assured. Even so, I would still like to take the opportunity to say... What? Goodbye. Well, okay, goodbye. But you had better believe I will see you again soon, Aqueous. Yes, you will. Aww. So let's drink some milk? Aww. Nepeta, you sweet, darling baby. You can't go up there. Aqueous told you to go hide through that gate. You mean gate. Ah, you mean door. It's kind of funny though. Okay, so open door. Does she really? That's the meowing from Mario Paint. That's the meowing from Mario Paint! You don't even know, I love Mario Paint. Ah! Examine shipping wall. You just don't have the heart to update the wall to reflect the recent deaths of your friends. As a veteran shipper, you have grown accustomed to watching your ships get sunk. But not like this. Why did she ship this? What has she been, like, looking at? Because I'm pretty sure she... Does she even know much about Dave? Was she, like, sitting over Tavros' shoulder watching that rat battle ensue? It's a little weird. I like that she ships this, though. She saw it. Hania, you just can't seem to spit it out. A hairball of love. Examine paint set. Alternian paint sets are manufactured with the pigment from the blood of culled wigglers, which is pretty pawful when you think about it. Yarn! Bat, 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 pounce, pounce, pounce. Examine teapot. Rargeeling. So fragrant. The only tea I know about is... well, the only tea I really drink, I should say. I know a lot about other teas. The only one I drink is orange pekoe. More yarn. So much yarn. Aw. She shipped them as meowrails. You suppose this pairing is still viable, although the roles would have to be dramatically reversed. Yeah. Karkat was basically immune to any of the mellowing out that Gamzee attempted him into. But I'm glad that it turned flipped on its head, because I actually hadn't even think about it. I hadn't even thought about it, past tense. So she still sips them like that. Examine Vriska, and I'm guessing they just had to throw that in there to fit it in the block. Vriska, Spades, Terzi. Yes, this matchup was always just so perfect to you. Why can't anyone else see it? Why can't they see? It's hard being a shipper. It's hard, and no one understands. Examine Jade, auspicizing Karkat and Karkat. You will have to remember to write Jade a nice thank you note for helping to stabilize Karkat's unhealthy relationship with his past and future selves. Maybe now with a clear head he will be able to open his eyes to what waits for him in the other quadrants. Certainly other possibilities. Maybe noticing someone nice over there in that bright red corner who is there all along. Aww. John and the Dursite. This is, a ship in progress. Human romance sure is weird. I mean, it's weird in a way that's different from how it was put in the explanation, which is that we don't have the nice little quadrants. Sometimes you just can't even tell. It's like, oh, are you in a quadrant or what? Examine sugar pile. Just looking at this pile makes me sleepy and emotional. No one can ever accuse you of not being prepared to sweeten a warm beverage. More yarn. Examine crates. You mean crates? Oh no! No one must ever see! No one must ever see! Someday you will work up the guts to say something. Maybe once this huge murder fiasco blows over. That's so cute. Aww. Catnip. Enter great. You mean great. You suppose you should stay put like Acquiesce said, but it's so frustrating? Should be frustrating. Being all cooped up in here. Surely scooting through the air ducts for a while couldn't hurt. You will never know. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Looks so great. Pusefoot? Berry Wrath? Dr. Honeytongue? What monster could do this? Are you next? Next for what? Man, you sure spilled a lot of brown paint down there, Gamzee. Enter great. Open chest. You got an enchanted shitty wizard figurine. It's a miracle. It doesn't work. Someone must have disabled the transportalizer on the other side. Examine green trail. Looks like someone's being pretty sloppy with their grub sauce. At least, you hope that's grub sauce. Nope, it's paint. Someone has chopped this thing right in half. Maybe whoever is traversing through these corridors doesn't want to be followed. You can certainly respect such sneaky tactics. I hope that's the one they came from, because I don't know how they would do the one they are headed through. Enter crate. So sneaky. Nasneaka. Oh, it's dark. Any secret passages in this darkness? I'll never be able to tell because it's so dark. Look through grate. Did I miss something? Shit. At first I thought it was over. Yipes. Okay. This is kind of... let me pause it. Why am I doing this? Let's do this properly this time. I was really dumb. Whoops. Is there a new dialogue option now that she's... Oh, okay. He blocked it. He should have stayed put. Darn it. Guess I can't examine any of this equipment. Oh, I can certainly phase through it. Nope. Whatever's in there looks kind of scary. Open chest. You got Ahab's crosshairs. Okay. Perfect. This is exactly the kind of firepower you could use if you're going up against... You just broke it. What's this black square? Oh, this is supposed to be like columns. Getting dark. I just wondered, if Echoes is so strong, how does he not break the ground he walks on? Examine slain beast. Arrows? Fired true, straight through the eyes. Who could have done this? Ah, it's you, Pyrope. Have you seen the high blood about? Pardon, smelled. Check it the motherfuck out. It's the peasant blood. Fucking peasant blood. Is that a joke? If your blood is a running motherfucking gag, then soon it will be running through my motherfucking fingers. The profanity is sickening. You'll stop. You are not Pyrope. You are the High Blood, I should have known. Remove your counterfeit eyewear at once. If you please, sir. I'll show you what I motherfucking got. If you show me what's motherfucking yours. What? What? A motherfucking joke. Honk. We really should talk. You really should kneel. What was that? The volume of your voice keeps fluctuating. I said, kneel, motherfucker. I told you to motherfucking kneel, motherfucker! Very nice. I wish I could have voice acted it with a little bit more emphasis, but people are sleeping. Subjugate. Honk, honk. Honk. I love the face. Engage murder mode. This is completely terrifying. No, I'd rather not think of that as him getting off on it, more like, I'm losing. I'm not strong enough. I'm fucked. You know those people who, when they get hysterical, they start smiling like crazy? Yeah. And Equius be dead. Ooh, that looks hurt. He's like all crumpled backwards. Youch. Turn. The motherfuck was that? Draw deuce clubs from strike deck. Yeah, she's all crumpled on the floor with a broken arm. Can't see. Honk. 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 Beep. Well, damn. Y'all done crashed the car. Who the fuck gonna pay for this? You got fucking insurance? John, were you on your dad's insurance? Driving the car with your windy powers with no freaking license. This is why seatbelt safety should always be paramount. Remember to buckle up. Proceed to castle. Hopefully without whiplash. Perhaps this is the one? As you approach, you make an attempt to contact your friends for verification, but there is no answer from Jade or from Rose. You wonder what they could be up to. It seems someone else is bugging you. Walking along. Bright blue light. Ooh, pretty. Arachnid's Grip, AG, began trolling ectobiologist EV. Hi, John. Oh, hey there, Vriska. Can this wait? I was about to check this castle and see if my dad is here. Your guardians are not here. Oh, dang it. Do you know where they are? Yes, they're in another castle. Don't worry, you'll find them later. Ugh, how much later? In a while. Man, settle down. I am telling you, you will find them after a little more questing around your awesome blue godhood. So why don't you relax and talk to me for a while? Well, okay, I guess so. Why don't you have your hood up, by the way? Shrug. You look great with the hood up. And anyway, we should be showing a little pride as the only ones to make gods here, don't you think? Psst. I don't know if it's much of a major accomplishment, honestly. John, are you mad at me? No. Then what's the matter? I guess I just miss my dad. I was hoping he would be here, but apparently I won't see him for another few hours or whatever. if that is what you see in the future, then I guess there's no fighting it. Blah. I still find it a little hard to understand the sentimentality you attach to these adult humans. It just seems so strange to me. But hey, that's alien culture for you. Yeah, I know. I guess you just have to think of them the way you think of your Lucy's? Lucy? Fun fact. The word lusus is a fourth conjugation Latin verb. Noun. Not verb. Noun. And by conjugation, I mean declension. Wow, I'm mixing up my terms. Conjugation is for verbs, declension is for nouns. I believe the fourth declension is us, us, you. And the plural, I know the plural on the nominative, which it would be if you're referencing it in English. The plural of lusus is lusus. It's unusual because a lot of the Latin words we've borrowed are normally first, second, and third declension. It's not as common to see them in the fourth and fifth declensions. I took Latin for like 3 years when I was an itty bitty babu back when I was in middle school, which I know sounds weird, but I went to a private middle school. But yeah, I learned it during my formative years, actually. I had a really great teacher. It was awesome. But yeah. When I see Lucy with 2 eyes, I freak out, because even if it was second declension, which is the S-I-O-M-O declension, the plural would only have 1 eye, because the word is not Lucius, which would make the double I. It's just Lusus. So that makes me want to bash my head up against things, because that is a language I took for 3 years and struggled through in my later years because it got super complicated all of a sudden. But yeah, plural of Lusus is Lusus. Blah. Yeah, sort of, except I never liked mine that much. Even after I prototyped her, things were pretty chilly between us. I spent most of my adventure avoiding her. That is too bad. John, are you sure you're not mad at me? No, why would I be mad at you, Vriska? Because I tricked you into getting killed. Hate me. Oh my god, John. Oh, right. I actually almost forgot about that. Would it help if I said I was sorry? Why would you need to apologize, though? I mean, I admit I was pretty confused about it at first, seeing my dead body in the cloud and all. But in the end, you did it to help me, didn't you? Really, I should probably be thanking you. Are you there? Yes, I am here. Sorry, I just wasn't sure what to say for a moment. I'm just so incredibly relieved you are not angry with me. I really don't know what reason I would have to be angry. I mean, aside from the deception involved, but I kind of understand why you did that. And in any case, you did give me a choice. Yes, I did. I don't know, John. You'd be surprised how often people resent it when you try to help them. But see, you really get it. That's why you're special. Shrug. So, is that what you wanted to talk to me about? Yes. Well, not exactly. Do I have time? Might as well just go over a little bit, because I still have a few minutes. Then what is it? I know how this is probably going to sound, especially to a human, but I just killed someone. You did? Who was it? You mean like a bad guy? Not exactly. Oh yeah, Karkat mentioned he was in trouble and then had to go. It made me a little worried. Are you guys under attack or something? I'm not sure what his deal is. I haven't seen him in a while. But we are not under attack. Not yet, at least. Oh, well then, who did you kill? He was a friend. Someone from our team. Why? It's a little complicated. Well, did he attack you or something? Yes, but really, that's not why I killed him. He was no match for me, and I could have just incapacitated him or flown away or whatever. The truth is I killed him because at the time I thought I wanted to, and sort of felt like I had to. Finally had to. Why did you have to? Because enough was enough. You don't even know how frustrating it was to be friends with him. I used to really like him and always wanted to help him get stronger so they might stand a fucking chance to actually make it on our world. But he was just so weak and indecisive. He wouldn't change. And when he tried to change, it was too little and too late. Always late. Lady, lady, late. Too late to kiss me, too late to kill me. He couldn't do it when I really needed him to. So when I saw he was actually serious about trying to kill me now of all times, I just got so angry. I'm still a bit upset thinking about it. So I killed him. And I'm pretty sure he's dead for good now. Wow, way to twist the whole situation in your favor. Bias. Patting you on the head. Wow. You're right, Vriska. That does not sound good. I know our races are completely different, and I really hate the idea of you thinking worse of me because of this. But I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. You don't? What about all of your friends? I bet Carcat would listen. What about Terezi? She's pretty nice, isn't she? No. I mean, yeah, they're fine, but I can't talk to them. Why not? For one thing, they would probably just be pissed off at me for killing Tavros. And more importantly, there's no way I could tell them how I really feel about it. Well, how do you feel? Horrible! If any of my friends knew that, they would think I'm weak. Oh, I guess I understand. I mean, I'm trying to, with the cultural difference and all. Do you? Like, trolls are more violent and angry, right? Kind of like Klingons or something, which is an angry race of alien savages from a human TV show. John, the Klingons have a wonderful, beautiful race and culture, and just, don't get me started, especially when it comes to Star Trek The Next Generation. We are not savages, you dope. Oh, I know, that's not what I meant. But I'm guessing you all have to act tough to make it in your world and have a sense of honor about fighting and like to beat people up and stuff, right? Yeah. Let's say close enough. But I think that no matter what alien culture you are from, killing is still wrong. And it sounds like you do too. Yeah, see, this is where our cultures clash, I think. It would be difficult to explain exactly how killing is viewed on our planet with all the nuance involved. This just isn't the black and white thing humans seem to think it is. Well, you could try. I'm listening. On my world, I would be completely vindicated for killing him. He is far lower on the hemo spectrum than me. He managed to disrespect me time and time again, but I kept letting him live. In fact, the amount of slack I cut him would be considered scandalous by those of my class. I had every reason to kill him. And yet, I feel bad about it like a lame, weak fudgeblood, just like he was. And the fact that I feel bad is why I'm sort of freaking out right now. I think if you feel bad, it just means you have a conscience, which is good, right? No, that's not how it works. I'm supposed to be just fine with it. This was sort of like a test, and I'm afraid I might be failing. How was it like a test? Well, it was the first time I killed somebody. Okay. Wait. Okay, that's not really true. What I meant was, it was the first time I killed somebody I cared about. So, you killed other people that you didn't care about? Yes, sort of a lot, actually. But there was a really good reason for that. How many? Or do I want to know? Oh, it doesn't matter. Probably many thousands. Holy shit. God, I know how this sounds, but I had to feed her. My Lucis, I mean. I've basically been playing this role as a slave in the food chain my whole life. It is what she selected me to do. I guess that is why you didn't get along with her? Hell yes. I see. Still, that is a lot of killing. Jesus. Yeah, but I never felt anything about it. It was just normal life for me. I don't know, you seem to kind of get off on it. But that might have just been the whole thing with Tavros. But then you finally killed the guy you liked and not so cool anymore? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's not quite right. He's the second person I cared about who I killed. Man, I always forget about her. I guess she wound up getting me back pretty good though, so we're even. Oh, also, technically I attempted to kill the same guy around the same time, but I just wound up paralyzing him. Oops. But man, that was sweeps ago. I think I had a really juvenile attitude about killing back then. I think I was trying too hard. I was always really obsessed with being the best at stuff, and I guess I was trying to be precocious in that respect as well, and prove to everyone how brutal I could be. But I was just such a confused kid. I didn't know anything about what killing really means. I was trying to fake it, and it caused me nothing but problems. I guess I had no idea how different we really are. What I'm hearing is seriously scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I know. I wish we didn't have to be so different. I'm just trying to be honest with you because, like I said, I have nowhere else to go. Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. So, if killing isn't exactly wrong, then what is it? What do you mean by what killing really means? I'm going to take an aside right now. I was actually talking about this in a chat I was part of. Because I had really wanted this to happen, and I knew it was going to happen, but people kept saying it's not going to happen the way you expected. I guess what I thought was going to happen was somebody was going to just mention it to John and he'd like freak out. I definitely prefer this though. I didn't actually think that Vriska was just going to upfront be like this. I mean, I either thought that she was just going to be like, lol, yep, I killed tons of people. And he'd be like, wow, no. Or she'd just hide it the whole time and then he'd find out because she slipped or something and then they'd get mad at each other. But I think this is actually a perfect example of the type of person that John is. He's listening, he's being patient, he's trying to be understanding, and he's honestly admitting this is fucking scary to him. And I actually like Vriska here because this is the type of attitude that characters like her need to have at some point. I can't tell exactly how honest she's being because she is twisting some of the facts in her favor, but anyone in her position would really do that. It just kind of happens that way. Because the thing about how our memory works is we remember the things that are important to us and how we felt at the time, not necessarily what objectively happened. And we as the audience in Homestuck are only going to see, in terms of the pictures anyway, the objective. But the narrative is always skewed towards whatever character we're being at the moment. A lot of the times when we're Vriska, she seems to really enjoy what she's doing messing with Tavros. I don't know how much of that is just troll psychology, sociology, biology, because I know a little bit more about the trolls and that maybe they're not as biologically engineered to kill and hurt all the time. But seeing her actually, even if she's lying in some capacity, admit that she actually feels bad about it. That she's realizing that maybe she shouldn't try so hard to be the best at everything and improve everyone's lives. She's realizing that she's really selfish. And that maybe that's a really bad thing. And she honestly likes John. And is like, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, this is exactly what's been going on. Exactly in quotation marks. Because I don't want you to hate me. It's cute, but the skew in the background is just that we can't tell how honest she's being. So, that little word dump aside, let's continue.